Alright, Goram. I just spent way too long trying to fix the freaking video. Some settings got messed up since last time I recorded, and like stuff was all whitewashed out, and it looked like garbage. So the video looks a little bit different this time compared to some previous parts. That's probably why. I tried to do some color correcting in quotes to make it not look like trash, but we'll see if I succeeded or not. Anyway, we're getting back to our game. So last video we encountered a algebraic thing, and I was brainstorming with some people, including Andrew on Discord, and Lagadeer, I think, is the one who left us. Yeah, it was Lagadeer. Left us a good comment on like a probable solution, and if it's true, I'm gonna express some grievances about it. But you know how we like to express our grievances on this channel. Our bank account password that we have is 08DA, which translates to, in decimal, 2,266 deaths that we've got so far. We are back here. Of course, so I feel like the screen looks brighter. Does it look brighter to you guys? I turned the brightness up a little bit. And by the way, we might be coming back here later too because of a thing that another thing that I was brainstorming with Andrew about. Alright, so as we know, we have our puzzle here. A plus B is C, C plus D is G, G plus Y is F, F plus Z is F. So here's the deal, right? We have an advanced piece of technology that we're going to use to assist us in achieving this goal that we have, which is to solve the puzzle. And that goal, we'll show you guys in a second. Alright, so here was my plan originally. We're going to go and step in here. Alright, and now we're going to bring up our advanced piece of technology, which I refer to as Notepad. That's what we're going to use. So you see here we have all of the letters of the alphabet. Now, whatever. Now, this star is going to represent like where we're at. So here's what I was thinking, that I was thinking of after the end of the last video, kind of like on my own, and also kind of backed up by Andrew. And holy crap, there's some loud stuff going on outside, but whatever. So like, alright, like each letter represents its value in the alphabet here. Like A is 1, I'm going to move this, thank you, quieter keyboard that I got, by the way. Like here F is 6, K is 11, I'm looking at the screen for you instead of the actual notepad file. So things like that, right? Like they have a corresponding value. So what I was thinking was, alright, like right here, the next letter we have to spell is R. So therefore, we have, our last was C, so what plus C gives us R? And like, so, okay, it would be, no, wrong thing. So C, and we want to get to R, right? For Orexium. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we need to get 15. So which one is 15? Well, it's O. But guess what? O is not even on here. So like this doesn't work, right? So I believe what it is we have to like kind of do this in reverse. So instead of like making the letter in Orexium, it's like you use the letter and the last to pick the door. I kind of left a comment and said like why I feel like that's kind of backwards and weird, but anyway, so in theory this should be C plus O, which is going to be, so C is 3 and O is 15, right? So this is pretty simple. We're gonna pull out our calculator for this, and like I'll pull the calculator out. So we know that C is 3 and O is 15. This should make this 18. So 18, as you know, corresponds to R. So in this case, it's kind of plain. That should give us R. So is this correct? Yes, it is. All right. So here it should be R plus R. Now here there's a loop around, right? So you can either do this like a modulo thing, or you can be, I'm gonna demonstrably do it here on the screen for you guys. So here we're at R, right? And then we're going to add the last R to it. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is to say we're gonna add 18 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Should be J, right? Alright, so there we go. It looks like this pattern is working. As I mentioned before, I feel like it's weird that you're using that, like, you're not spelling Orexium, you're using the last letter that you had in Orexium plus the last door you went in, which I guess is like randomly assigned at the first, I'm not actually sure, to pick the door. Logically, I guess that makes sense, but how did I have in that comment? It was like, I feel like it should have been alpha plus beta equals gamma, or delta, I think is what I used, but like instead it's like beta plus delta equals alpha. I don't know, whatever. It's weird. I feel bad that it's not that way, but I kind of figured it out. But thank you, Lagadier, for, you know, saying like, hey, no, it's, you know, reverse your order of mathematics. And now it works. And of course this does work, as you can see with the thing. You have a plus b equals c, you know, 1 plus 2 is 3. C plus d is 3 plus 4, which is 7. G plus y, you know, this is where, you know, the, well, kind of the key in for me was that f plus z is f, because 26 would make it, you know, a full loop around. And then g plus y is like almost a full loop around. You know, it's, ends up being one behind it, basically, so it works with that. But the awkward thing is that that also works going, well, it works, but I guess the thing is that which things the 2 on one side and the 1 on the other side were not what I thought they should have been. But then there was also the question of, are you trying to spell, if you did it the way I was thinking, are you trying to spell the O first, or are you trying to spell the R, because that's the next question mark to reveal. But anyway, so this should be J plus R, which is to say, let me do this in your order. So J is 10. So I'm just gonna do it this way so you guys can see a thing moving instead of me doing like off-screen calculations. So we're trying to add 10 to this, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should be B. B, and we're trying to add E, which is 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be G. Alright, G and an X. So we're going to go down here to X. And we're going to add G, which is 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 was our G, so we're going to go to door number E, that's right. I and E, so we're just going to go to I and add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be N. So it keeps me in the top right, holy carp. And U plus N, so we'll go down here to U and add 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We want it to add N, right? It's 14, so it should be door I. And finally, M plus I. See, I was thinking that when you get it spelled, like right here, this should be complete, because we've spelled Orexium, but we still have to pick another door. I don't know. I don't completely dislike this section, but I feel like my way of mathematics would have been better. It would have felt more like I was spelling Orexium. It almost kind of feels like, I felt like at one point it was like a horse, you know, like the basketball thing where the letters are totally meaningless that you're spelling, it's just like the way of keeping score, but you do actually use the letters to add to whatever. So it wasn't actually that complicated, it was just, it was another thing where I wanted it to be more than it actually was. There was another thing recently where it was the freaking, the other thing in this area where I was trying to give the game more credit than it was actually trying to attempt. Oh well. Anyway, that aside, we have M plus I being 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is V. This is V, not a U, depends on a U. Can we get a direction chart, please? Yes, we can. Okay, we're in room 23-0. 4 out of 7 found. Alright, we can't go back there. Ram. Alright. Alright, so we got that taken care of. And with that, we actually can't go back in there at all. So 23-0, right? So at this point now, we're gonna go back to our normal thing. But the other thing we're gonna do in this video is we need to get the carp out of here. So we had another thing actually, and I don't have it on here actually, but we got a hint a while back. In fact, you can go back and watch it. There's something about like illumination, patience, and some stuff. So Andrew had the idea that, well, like, you know, patient illumination. How about this room? Oh, hang on, hang on. Let's see, there we go. I got a freaking direction show. I'm curious about this side. Did you guys see the thing, by the way? So I wonder how many thunderclaps. It may not be on this side, it may be only the other side. By the way, we can double jump up here, right? Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything that thing this screen. Ooh. Interesting. So there's actually a So that's what's in 28-0. Interesting. There's no like hidden wall climb spots on here? Okay. So if you guys noticed, we'll go back to it now. I wonder if it's actually there before. Whoa, there was like a flash continues. Do you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, well, you guys saw that now, but I wanted to see yeah, you guys can't see it. There's like a little after image that I'm seeing. Anyway, you guys can probably see right here. Yeah, you should be able to. There's something there. But here's the deal. It's like not there at first, right? There's no like, oh, it's like perfectly timed. But as you see now, I'm surprised. I wonder if that can actually appear before. But obviously you need double jump to get to it. So yeah, I wonder if you could get to it actually after when do we get double jump? After Brave Little Tom? I think so. So this is potentially leading into the movie. We're gonna take a peek. Oh my word! Oh, we got. You know what? You gotta wait for it though. If you mess it up, you gotta wait for it to respawn. So how many lightning bolts does it take? Because that might be important later. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. 5 on the 5th lightning bolt when it spawns. And can you see it when it's okay? That's what's up here. Oh my word! Oh, and by the way, don't freaking tell me we're gonna have to wait 5 flashes every attempt at the movie. All right, so we're gonna take a peek in here, guys. Hold on to your butts. Okay, good. There's a save point. I was about to get very upset. 0-0-1. If 'tis power you seek, proceed. However, not but eternal torment. Not saving right there. Oh my word. Alright, so that would be fun to do, but I ain't trying to record a movie today. We're getting back out of here. But now we know the path to the movie. However, there is something else we're going to do today. And that pertains to the title of this video. So, hang on, let me get to it. Not this music, please. So, some of you may be familiar with the way that, you know, like, okay, you can, like, do some stuff with the, you know, pause the game, etc., bring up the map. But, like, I've been trying to tell you guys that we don't use maps on this channel, and I need to make a clarification with that, which is to say, we don't use game-provided maps in this channel. Kooper is a kind of fan of the ETRIAN Odyssey series, and that game series, flagship-like thing, you guys know what that is? Well, let me present to you. What is this? Timmy's all squished. What could this be? What could it be? That's right, I'm gonna zoom out. It is stitching together all the screens in a notepad file called, not a notepad file, the Mountain of Torment.pdm. This is all the places that we have been. Oh my word, look how beautiful the game is. By the way, apparently the movie is going to take place up here, because we saw some of the zeros, by the way. So yeah, if you recall correctly our places in the game that we've been, follow the mouse cursor, you may have to like full screen or whatever to see. We went through here, all and around, and from dark blue to light blue to green. We defeated the nice golem. We proceeded to go, couldn't go this way because there was a comb. Then we went over here. Couldn't go up this way because we didn't have the thing yet. And around, couldn't go that way. And we went, we got saved, and we got wet for a while, and then we went down here into the sewers. Look at the beautiful sewers that some of you like. Got the wall climb, also known as the comb climber. We didn't go down here yet. This is where we got the Goram erection shard from a couple parts ago, as you can see right here. And yeah, then there was the sewers, which actually took us to the very left point of the map. I do have the coordinates right there in black. And we fought Vertigrime. Back up here. Couldn't go here yet because we needed a Featherfall, but with that we were able to backtrack and make it back to actually over here where we were able to use the combs to get up. Didn't have key 1, so we couldn't get up there. Had to make a little detour around the lower ice caves, is what you call them. And had to go up here. Couldn't go here again because we didn't have key 1. We could go down there. And then we had to go around like this. And then we fought one of the most difficult bosses, Ivan. Although we were able to defeat him pretty well. Got key 1, and from there we were able to go back around, and a lot of new places were open to us. Not so much, this is more of a shortcut. The main places we were able to get though, we didn't have Featherfall yet, right? At that point we had to go back to, no, it wasn't right there. Right, we had to go like, yeah, we had to go through here. See how this is blocked off on both sides by key 1s? So we had to go through there, up and around, and this bloody spot right here. This was, no, we can go through here because we need double jump Featherfall for that. This screen, these screens, they gave us actually way more trouble than they should have, and around through all the pink mess. Picked up Teleporter 2, Teleporter D rather, not 2 at all. And then to the bloody horror castle that you know, we just went through in the last couple parts. There's no way to like jump out of the horror castle and see all these screens, right? Probably not. And yeah, there is the horror castle in its entirety. Weaving through, around, like that. And yeah, here's our entrance to this is a 24 there is blocking the room. There's the room of spikes, and I obviously haven't updated it for this part yet. Here's the illumination room. We know what's here now. We've just been there, and I think there was a room right here as well. So now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Battle Kid! And where do we go from there? We have fought worst boss in the series right here. I'm sticking by that opinion. The last couple, I think there's going to be some like fortress bosses type stuff, because I know there's more pages in the boss manual or in the instruction manual, but they're going to be tough for us to to do more bad stuff than this thing right here. I got Featherfall, and then mostly backtracking, and ultimately we wound up going back to wait for it. It was leading to the ooze, cruising through ooze. Yeah, over here. I like how there's 2 save rooms on top of each other, by the way. That's pretty funny. What's the quickest way I actually get back here? Oh, definitely teleport to C. Yeah, take teleport to C. And then this was like a weird part of the game where it's like it was just so that we could get the move through ooze power up, which is the least interesting power up in the game, honestly. Like, I don't know, it doesn't do anything besides let you progress, whereas the keys, like, you would think that the keys would be uninteresting because they like, they just let you go to new areas. But no, because the keys have like blocks, puzzles that you can get through, kind of like something we'll see later. And so once we got that, we were able to get through either this screen or from this screen and go into some more underwater stuff. And then eventually into the undersea base. Pretty straightforward path through here. And here it started to get a little bit mazy, somewhat. I like how the screens where there's like any air at all, by the way, it's like yellow, and the screens where it's there's water, it's blue. So I probably could have made these actually full-size screenshots, but instead they are half because this is a pretty massive picture right here. It's currently like 7,000 wide, 4,000 tall. If you can see that, it's a pretty big image. And I actually wanted to originally make something like this for Battle Kid 1, but I never did because A, I didn't need to, and B, my old computer could not handle it. So, yeah. Proceeding through these underwater caves, underwater fortress base, whatever. Look at that! Look how much we had to loop around here, by the way. And we go like. And then finally, the fight with Lobsterbot, which was like a breath of relief, how easy that boss was. And then picked up key number 2. And I'm glossing over a detail that you might have noticed. We were able to get out there. And then with key 2, we were able to warp back up here to the around the ice caves. And yeah, sure, teleporter E. And yeah, so we were able to go to the upper ice caves, which I think are still the most fun series of screens the game has offered so far, in my opinion. But at the end, we were met with a terrible foe. First off, we were met with Cleo, and we also got frozen later on. But we were also met with Brave Little Tom, who we did defeat to acquire the double jump. And with the double jump, we were then able to get flashback way up here. Here's like our starting point, and yeah, we were eventually able to get this room taken care of. And look at the freaking, they're like pixelated with the freaking clone thingies, dude. Went through here, and yeah, so now we're able to get through this room right here, and go up a little bit, and can go up this way. This is how you actually come out. Look how convoluted this is. Like we had to fight Helga with this, her crazy flashes that give people epilepsy, and my word, look how convoluted this is. That we have to go through. So we go like this, and this, and then over, and the quick beam section, continue point, dropping down. Here's where it kind of connects to the horror area. Going up, save point there. Left, up, left, and then finally, one of the hardest bosses in like all of the NES, in my opinion. I think Doppelganger Machine, Clone Timmy's, which was so difficult we had to beat it on stream. It took like 6 hours to beat. Picked up key 3, and then from there, at that point, all of the bosses were defeated, so we were able to do that. And if you guys were curious, this is how the stuff all connects, actually. It's just you literally go to the room up top, and then climb the chimney. And this is where last episode, I think it was, we found out, oops, we actually do have to collect all the Erexium shards. Although before we did that, we know that there was a key 3 down here, which I was able to make some notes on during the OVA. This very difficult series of 3 screens that one of the screens was very difficult. We were able to get another Erexium shard, apparently. No, that's fine. So I come to you today, and the reason we're looking at this now is that we're going to be able to use this map to go back and take a peek around at where we've been, and just scroll around and find paths and all that good stuff. And I actually already have a few areas lit up right here. You might be able to see. I'm going to turn on this layer right here. And there should be 2 areas, I don't know if you guys can see them or not, that are blinking. Might be able to see that. Let me zoom in a little bit more. That's about as far as I'm going to zoom in because they're pretty far apart. But yeah, so there are 2 areas. Let me turn off the room numbers too. There you go. You can probably see one of them a lot better right now. So one of them is actually up here, which is this key 3 that we need to get through some of the quick beams, and the other is actually right after Lobsterbot down here, where we need the key 3 right here. Now we only have 4 Erexium shards, which means I think there's going to be one more that I haven't noticed, so I might need to peruse the map a little bit more. We'll see. By the way, I was mentioning about how the keys were used for puzzles. Rooms like this, where like the keys are more than just a way to get to any place. They can be used as part of the room's difficulties and challenges. Whereas the ooze suit is kind of just like, or X sludge, whatever it's called. It's kind of like, it's there. So, I guess the Infinite O2 is kind of the same way. It's kind of roughly the equivalent of the Infinite O2, I suppose. But yeah, so those are the 2 places we're going to be going. We're going to switch it back actually now to our standard screen. There we go. Put music back on. I'll go around. Hold up. Okay, so where are we going to be going first, actually? Where can we get to more easily right now? Let's see, we're going to come out... I have a feeling that I don't want to go back to the freaking electronic area. Or do I? I'm gonna flip a coin right now. We're gonna flip this dime. If heads, we're gonna go to the... If heads, we're gonna go back to this area near Lobster Bot. Tails, we're gonna go to the area in the electronic area. So Tails, Lobster Bot, because, you know, Lobster Tails, and heads the other area. I think I've reversed that, but Lobster Tail is a thing. So, and the result is heads. So go around it. We're gonna have to go up to the freaking place. All right, well, let's go. I think it's actually not that bad to get up there anyway. Okay, we have all the music back on now. Oh yeah, that's right, because I was just in a silent room. There we go. Make that a little bit easier to get through. I appreciate that key 2 is like helpful. Well, I guess it's mostly just a backtrack. Right, so all we gotta do is basically just get to another teleporter. Oh, crap. Alright, good. Freaking eye guys, man. Alright, we made miss them. Pretty easy. Screen! Yes, okay. I gotta double jump to get that. This is next to Island, right? Okay, so this is the entrance of the Upper Ice Caves. I think there's a teleporter here. And there is. Alright, is there a save point here? I can look at my handy dandy map and see. There's not a save point here, however, the save point we're about to get to has one pretty safe. So we actually want to go to teleporter D, the upper base. And we're gonna go to the right. And just like that. Oh, save point right there. Alright. So we're able to defeat the mathematics. And yeah, so we're going to be going up to this next part in the next video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour. Battle Kid 2 that we were able to put on right there. I had a lot of fun actually making that map. It was kind of difficult, but it was fun. And now we have our own map. We don't need the in-game map. Not trying to use that. Our map that we made ourselves based on our very own screen captures and print screens and all that good stuff. I am proud of it. I'm not proud of the in-game map, so we're not using that. We don't need it. I don't want it. I may still need it later, and I'll bite my words. But yeah, see you guys next video. Later days.